Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, especially here in the United States. It is I, the Bleach Demon, your illustrious host, emphasis on lust, and let's get into Senate Primer number 3. Well, not number 3, it's number 5. Wow, I've been doing a few of these. So, in today's scheduled podcast, we will be covering North Dakota, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Utah, and Vermont. And without much further ado, we'll explain what we do here on the primer. We go through Ballotpedia, go through every candidate that is on the ballot, the occasional write-in, and then look directly at their campaign websites. Trying to be as impartial as possible, but you can only pretend so much when you run into silly stuff. So, let's dive right in. We have Kevin Kramer for North Dakota. Kramer was born and raised in Kindred, North Dakota. Worked at an electrical co-op with his father. Went to Concordia College, a Lutheran school apparently. Worked in political campaigns for the college. 30 youngest state chair for North Dakota's history. Numerous state offices, at-large district 3 times, and winning in 2012. So he is another lifelong politician. All right. Let's find out about Kevin Kramer. Kind of a typical website looking here. Dave LGM, greetings, gents. All right. Kevin Kramer, native to North Dakota. Yada, yada, yada. Don't care about that so much. He and his wife, large, loving family. 2 adult sons, 2 daughters. Okay. Apparently lost one of his sons. Not really a big campaign issue, mind you. Unless you're Joe Biden. Let's see. 3 terms. North Dakota's sole representative in the U.S. House. Elected to the Senate in 2018. Okay. Armed Services, Environment and Public Works, Veterans Affairs, Banking and Housing, Urban Affairs. So those are the committees he served on. Does weekly radio town halls. Okay. Let's see. Started in 91. From 91 to 2000, was in the cabinet for the governor, state tourism director, economic development, yada, yada, yada. Well, Dave, one correction, had 2 sons and 2 daughters. So that's 4 kids. I mean, I guess that's big by modern standards, but yeah, no, I agree. Bare minimum 2, preferably 3. That way you're going above the replacement rate. But let's see. Most utility rates. Okay, how does that translate to the national stage? Don't know. Let's see. Kramer is not only a seasoned and accomplished public servant, but a man deeply rooted in his community and committed to the values he upholds. Fair enough. All right, let's take a look at his issues. No store, sadly. Economy, immigration, national security, Social Security and Medicare, Second Amendment, energy, waters of the U.S., military veterans, pro-life, farm bill, and health care. All right, let's take a look at national security. American leadership, effective when emanates from a position of strength, crucial for our adversaries to recognize our unyielding recognize we are unyielding in the face of aggression or terrorism. Keywords there sometimes. All right. Stand strong with allies, support with Israel, doesn't mention Ukraine. Talks about a little anti-Semitism, okie doke. And immigration. Secure our borders, immediately providing a physical wall along the southern border. Additional border patrol agents, upholding the rule of law. We cannot let our border crisis prevent us from having strong, skilled-based immigration system. So, all right. That's Kevin Kramer and no store. That just makes me sad. Katrina Christensen, Democrat. Pender, Nebraska, so she's not a native of North Dakota. That's something I always take note of. Doesn't mean you're a bad candidate. It's just a matter of how long have you lived there. Doctorate from Iowa State University. Went to University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Let's see. Engineering, plant engineer, a pilot, project lead, innovative, yada, yada, yada. Washington PTO and Stutzman County Human Rights Coalition. By profession, she's a professor. So she's very mercenary where she lives. Just saying. All right, what's Katrina's story? Oh, she's got a shop. Okay, she's got a family. Good for her, so. All right, let's see what Katrina's story is. She was born a poor black child. Nice reference. If you don't know it, you shouldn't be here. A North Dakota Democrat, bold, courageous, and independent. Oh, good. Another strong and independent woman that don't need no man. Okay. A voice of reason for all North Dakotans. Rural roots, valedictorian in Pender, Nebraska. Biological systems engineering, passionate about agriculture and industry. Completed master's degree processing sorghum. Fun. Yeah, LG, a dim in academia? Sounds like a red flag. Sounds like, I don't know, a parade in Beijing or something like that. She's disciplined and tenacious. Got a PhD in agriculture engineering. Studied the costs and benefits of biofuel production at Iowa State. So she's sold on that. Real world experience as a problem solver. Plant engineer at an ethanol plant for 2 years. Innovative thinker, yada, yada, yada. True, but I don't know. My thoughts on ethanol kind of put it in the same realm as the social sciences. Critical thinker, communicator, effective advocate, and problem solver in D.C. for all North Dakotans. Yes, sign me up for email. Hat-wearing lady. Oh, wow. They have to do a pop-up on every page. Build upon strengthen the Affordable Care Act. Make the rich pay their fair share. Says the professor. Lower taxes for the middle and working class. Protect Medicare and Social Security. Clean up our government. Take on big ag. Protect a woman's right to, the thing. Support getting rid of the filibuster. See, that's the second or third candidate I've seen bringing that up. Protecting our southern border and democracies abroad. Those are two unrelated things. Support innovation in North Dakota's agribusiness and energy sectors to take on climate change. Hmm. Committed to securing the southern border while also defending democracies abroad against adversaries like Russia and Ukraine. It's imperative to address border security to ensure the safety and integrity of our nation, implementing smart policies that balance enforcement with compassion. This includes being given border patrol funding, yada, yada, yada. Supporting Ukraine. This is wild to see this all lumped together. This is this is really bizarre. I because those are really two very disparate subjects. For too long, the rich and powerful in this country have taken advantage of the U.S. tax code at the expense of the working class. Over the past 40 years, the rich have received 4 significant tax cuts. It is past time that the rich pay their fair share so we can invest in the working class redistribution and help pay down the $30 trillion in debt. Yeah, well, good luck with that, lady. Let's see. Let's take action. Okay, all right, that's their volunteer crap. And the shop. Let's see what kind of cringe we can find here. The Wolves t-shirt. Oh, good Lord. She's one of those women. If you know the type, you know the type. It's just very predictable. Very predictable. Okay, so that's the not just the featured collection, that's everything. Yeah. Alrighty. So that's Katrina. And now we're moving on to Rhode Island, the other forgotten state. Alright, so we have Sheldon Whitehouse. And he graduated from Yale, went to University of Virginia, served as director for Rhode Island Department of Business Regulation, served as U.S. Attorney General, served as Rhode Island State Attorney General, and then in 2007 became the senator from Rhode Island. So, career politician. Yay, I guess. Well, there's a 10-year gap between his Juris Doctorate and Director of Rhode Island Department of Business Regulation. Ooh, interesting. Prior to Obama's nomination of Garland, Whitehouse was a possible nominee for the Supreme Court. Well, that should tell you everything you need to know about Sheldon Whitehouse. Career politician and Episcopalian, if that matters. All right. Typical boilerplate. Meet Sheldon. Tireless. The first page is fine. But when you go to every subsequent page and they throw this crap in your face, that's a poor web design. Because clearly they sought to get there in the first place. All right. Tireless fighter for ocean state values. More than 3 decades. On the side of working families. Yada, yada, yada. Kind of useless about his family. They've got 2 grown kids. Wife's a marine biologist. Yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Helped Governor Bruce Sunderland solve banking crisis and working compensation collapse. Interesting. Reformed state government ethics. 94, Senator Claiborne Pell recommended to Clinton that Sheldon be a U.S. attorney. Let's see, did organized crime, gang, public corruption investigations, Narragansett Bay oil spill. So, some high-profile stuff here. In 2006, elected to the Senate. Reputation for standing up for progressive principles and common ground between Republicans and Democrats. Yeah. Okay. Speaker Nancy Pelosi has described Sheldon this way: relentless, persistent. Kind of like her consumption. Social Security, Medicare, yada, yada. Judiciary Committee. Okay, that's important. Let's see. Yep. Chairman of Senate Budget Committee, Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, Senate Oceans Caucus. No idea what that is. Don't have time or inclination to look that up. Let's see. Role in crafting the ACA. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, typical boilerplate. Let's take a look at the issues. Yeah, not much of a wave for her. All right, so issues: protecting Social Security, Medicare, improving health care, fighting the opioid epidemic, defending reproductive freedom, upgrading infrastructure, fighting climate change, standing up to special interests, safeguarding justice and democracy, creating opportunity and lowering costs, supporting veterans, protecting national security, and fixing the immigration system. Engaged in a clash of civilizations, democracy and rule of law are up against the forces of autocracy and corruption in the march around the globe. Ooh, boy. And let's... Standing up to special interests, American people are fed up with dark money influence campaigns that allow billionaires, big corporations to blockade progress on the essential needs of solving climate change and enacting common sense gun control. Alrighty. Well, I think you can kind of figure out where Sheldon Whitehouse stands. Look at that. Another Democrat selling a onesie. I just find it really ironic. I really do. Okay. All goods. All right. Nothing terribly exciting there, except for the humor of another Democrat selling a onesie. All right, so that is Sheldon Whitehouse. We are moving on to Patricia Morgan from West Warwick, Rhode Island. Bachelor's degree in English from Kent State. Master's in Education, Rhode Island College. Working in a financial advisor as a special education teacher. Okay. She is in the... Which legislature is she? Rhode Island House of Representatives. Okay. Just making sure, because sometimes they don't state clearly when I'm going this quickly. All right, so she has been in the Rhode Island House Legislature since 2011. So she's saying she'll fight for you. All right. Patricia Morgan is the only candidate with a proven record for fighting for conservative, common-sense budgets that protect our tax dollars and unleash Rhode Island's true economy potential. All right. Throughout her life, been an educator, small business owner, community leader, working class from Ohio. Family background doesn't matter. Let's see. Power of a good education, Kent State, scholarship from Firestone, English with honors, education degree. Yep, okay. Principal certificate from Providence College. Special education. So she'd fit right in with dealing with Congress. Let's see, went to Meridian, Mississippi and taught. Oh, she married a naval aviator, so that's why she bounced around so much. Went to West Warwick. Did more teaching. Yada, yada, yada. Lots of family stuff. All right, let's take a look at her issues. Immigration, federal spending and inflation, abundant energy policy, support Israel, Social Security, Medicare, military, the American dream, abortion, and gun rights. All right. Gun owner, shoot trap, guns for protection. That's a good, important difference. Let's see. Law-abiding citizens possess and use guns. Despite having once been an attorney, doesn't appear my opponent didn't spend any time studying the Constitution. Interesting. Homicides committed with guns are not gun violence. They are crimes. Recent study from Rhode Island revealed 85% of homicides involving guns were gun or drug-related. Instead of defunding the police, we should give them the trust and resources to pursue criminals in the neighborhoods to be made safe. All right. And immigration. Work to close the border, $11 billion one-time cost, fraction of what's being spent annually. Demand laws already in books enforced. Reinstate remain in Mexico. And use our trade leverage to secure cooperation with neighboring countries. Okay. And no store page. So that is Patricia Morgan for Rhode Island. Which moves us to the great state of Tennessee, which is still in recovery. Thanks to Helene. Marsha Blackburn, incumbent. Graduated from Mississippi State University, home economics, marketing strategy, promotion of event. Southwestern Book Company selling Bibles and educational books door to door. Let's see. Okay, so 73, graduated from Mississippi State. 99 to 2003, member of Tennessee State Senate. 2003 to 2019, Tennessee 7th Congressional District in the U.S. House, and 2019, the senator from Tennessee. All right. Various images of Tennessee, national debt. Okay. So let's meet Marsha. Let's see, worked at a dress shop, went to 4-H, went to college on a 4-H scholarship. Let's see, first public office in 1998, Tennessee senator. Grassroots campaigns, defeating the national defeating attacks for state income. Okay. So, fighting to hold big tech accountable, bring significant tax relief to hardworking Tennesseans, cut wasteful spending, keep promises to veterans, secure borders, combat communist China, protect unborn life. Yeah. Raised in Mississippi, went to Mississippi State. And, okay, married 40 years. Good for her. Donate with BitPay. That's interesting. All right. Her issues are crypto and Bitcoin, firm stand with Israel, hold big tech accountable, confront Chinese communists, cut taxes, create jobs, confirm strict constitutional justices to the Supreme Court, uphold law and order, protect life, protect the homeland, support veterans, combat opioid epidemic, free trade, secure the border, stop human trafficking, cut government spending, protect the Second Amendment, close the digital divide, fix our broken healthcare system, educate children, and fix our roads. Stand for conservative values. All right. This is a new one, so I'm going to take a look at this. And you all will have to forgive me 1 second. All right. Crypto and Bitcoin. Marsha is a championship for crypto and Bitcoin because it preserves freedom, protects privacy, and offers an option for less government regulation. Also been outspoken against central bank digital currencies as they allow government to collect information on individual personal finances in the Senate. Marsha has supported efforts to address the misuse by bad actors, help crypto companies report cybersecurity threats in the industry. And she's been instrumental in educating other Senate colleagues, because they're old and decrepit, about cryptocurrency and the U.S. economy. Okay, and let's stop human trafficking. Been a leader in the fight to stop human trafficking, worked across the aisle, and raised concerns about Google when it would not stop human trafficking ads. Ensured law enforcement would take action against morally repugnant websites, facilitate sex trafficking, regardless of the immunity and otherwise enjoyed user-generated content. Human trafficking is a horrific crime. Absolutely. Even happening in our own backyard. Because of her work, Backpage.com was shut down. Founder was charged after a lengthy investigation. Senate continues her fight to stop human trafficking, is not afraid to take on companies like Snap that perpetuate child trafficking. All right. So that is Marsha Blackburn. And again, donate with BitPay. That's something I've not seen. So, all right. Oh boy. Oven mitt. Defied a woman oven mitt. Woman noun. Strong conservative female. Boot drink cooler. Oof. The pizza cutter. And a matchbook. All right, well, it's different. I'll definitely give her that. It's very, very different. All right, so that is incumbent Senator Marsha Blackburn for Tennessee. And now we've got Gloria Johnson, Democrat, running for Tennessee Senate. Degree in special education, University of Tennessee, so she's a voluntold. Experience, works as a consultant for change-driven strategies. Caregiver with seniors, helping seniors, special education teacher. Served Knox County Democrat Party. Member of Emerge Tennessee and the Tennessee Women's Political Caucus. And let's see. So 2013 was in the House legislature. And I guess she was in she's only, the highest office she's had is the Tennessee House of Representatives. So, there you go. It's also weird that she's running for two positions because she probably figures she'll lose to Marsha Blackburn, but they have to put somebody up, right? All right. Gloria Johnson's website. Meet Gloria. Bobcat, I am streaming when I feel like it. That's apparently what Uzbekistan demands. Plus, I prefer kind of doing the guerrilla podcasts on this sort of thing. It's irregular, have to catch people when you can. All right. State Representative Gloria Johnson has dedicated her life to serving Tennesseans fighting for justice, standing tall for all who've been left out, left behind, or left without a voice. Oh, dear Lord, it's this woman. Wow, this is why she's running. This. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Gloria's family instilled her a drive to help people out no matter the cost. Growing up, Gloria remembers sleeping in the hallway of her family home instead of her bedroom to avoid gunshots from the Klan. They terrorized her family. Her dad, a special agent, had the courage to investigate their wickedness in the Deep South and bring Klan members to justice. Then why is she a Democrat? Let's see. As a member of the Tennessee Three, she demanded Republican politicians in Nashville stop with the BS and pass gun safety measures to prevent future shootings. Speaking truth to power, Republican leaders tried to kick her out of office, but Gloria survived the politically charged expulsion and is now building a statewide movement for change. Yeah. This woman. Yeah. During the special session, Gloria stood before Tennessee's leadership to recount the day that her former high school was devastated by a school shooting, where her students witnessed classmate take his last breath. Her Republican colleagues were interested in protecting guns instead of kids, and instead passed draconian legislation to censure grieving families, no, and elected leaders, yes, at the state capitol. Yeah, you don't go in and you don't riot. This. There's okay. So her issues are only here. Protect abortion rights. Fight for bipartisan common sense gun safety. Lower rising costs of housing, groceries, and education. Expand affordable health care in rural areas. Fight to lower drug costs. That's it. That's her whole stinking platform. Now go. Okay. Well, I hope her store is as cringe as she is. No hoodie. What the hell? Oh, but she's doing this Glojo crap. Yeah, nope. Just fuck right off. All right. Now we have William Theron Chandler, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, served the Army from 91 to 91? What? Medical, dishonorable, other than honorable? I mean, that's really strange. High school diploma, Memphis State University for bachelor's degree. Graduate level coursework from Tennessee at Martin Okay. Let's see. His experience includes working as a journalist, economist, Christian missionary, and conservationist. Affiliated with Gulf War veterans against the war, Wounded Warriors, the Fraternal Order of Police, and the YMCA. And he has no campaign website. He just has a Facebook account. So, okay. Campaign for small farmers, marijuana legalization, universal basic income, and health care for all. And his campaign has basically been kind of low key this whole time. Like 3 weeks was this. So yeah, he got his name on the ballot, and that's about it. Oh, he's a Rashida Tlaib fan. No. All right. So that is William Theron Chandler from Tennessee. Now we have Pamela Moses, independent. Pamela Moses was born in Kingsport, Tennessee, bachelor's from University of Tennessee, graduate degree Union University, works as a musician, organizer, and human rights activist. Affiliated with U.S. Human Rights Network, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, American Associations of Retired Persons, National Trust for Historic Preservation, Sierra Club, Black Voters Matter, Campaign Legal, American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, Color of Change, National Action Network, and Council Formerly Incarcerated People. Her profession is listed as musician. Well, at least she's got a better website than old Theron Chandler there. All right, that's no other real bio. Okie doke. I guess we'll take a look at her. Let's see. I'm Pamela Moses, and I'm running for U.S. Senate. As a member of other? That's okay. Let's see. Political campaigns, community activism, deep commitment to social justice, community empowerment, political engagement, an organizer, musician, human rights advocate. Okay. So you kind of get the idea of who Pamela Moses is. Let's take a look at her 7-point policies and positions: criminal justice reform and economic development, healthcare for all, food security, local agriculture, community health and wellness, environmental sustainability, youth violence prevention, reparations, and free speech. That's her middle name, LGM. That's a reparations, advocating reparations for descendants of slavery, including land, property, and non-repayable grants of $50,000 per person or family. Free speech, promoting a culture of respectful debate and transparency, ensuring freedom of speech is protected while encouraging healthy and constructive dialogue in a democratic society. Okay. Food security and local agriculture. Plans to eliminate food deserts in Tennessee and promote sustainable agriculture by supporting farmers markets, encouraging the establishment of farmers market in underserved areas, providing direct channels for local farmers to sell their produce, fostering a stronger connection between consumers and producers, community engagement, promoting educational programs that teach people how to grow their own food and make healthy dietary choices, contributing to community and health and food security. This is like state level issues. This is national issues. If she was running for like Tennessee Senate where she lived, that would be fine. But this is very, it's like myopic focus for a lot of things that should not be. This should not be big national issues that she's talking about. All right. So now we have Hastina Robinson, independent. Born in Pittsburgh, went to Southwest Community College, went to Allegheny County, Community College in Allegheny County. She's a firefighter, EMT, substance abuse counselor, mental health advocate, and affiliated with GJT Housing. Okay. And she only has a Facebook page, so we'll check it out. Support Hastina Robinson's mission by donating today. And it's basically a dead campaign website on Facebook. Her positions are supporting veterans and their families, power medical research by supporting medical cannabis, work hard for prison reform, higher pay for educators and first responders, mental health awareness, and treatments. So, very, very thin, but somehow she got on a ballot. She has 2 likes and 8 followers. A powerhouse of a candidate. All right. Well, I need to take a quick nose-blowing break, so we will take a quick time out.
If you're having trouble with the ex-president, he's taking away your blues. You are with the electorate, but not in his bed. Here's what you gotta do. Pick up the phone. I'm always home. Call me anytime. Just ring 445-5879. Hey, I lead a life of crime. Dirty votes, dirt cheap. Dirty votes, dirt cheap. Dirty votes, dirt cheap. Dirty votes in the dirt cheap. Dirty votes in the dirt cheap.
And we're back. All right, so we have, for Utah, let's see, John Curtis, incumbent. So he's been there since 2017. Now that's, in the U.S. House. So, Curtis graduated from Brigham Young University, degree in business management, before becoming mayor of Provo in 2010, chief executive officer and partner at Action Target Company, which manufactures shooting range equipment. Let's see, has 6 children and a wife. So, all right, so in 2019 to 2020, Committee on National Resources, Foreign Affairs, Energy, Commerce, Technology, energy, commerce, national resources. All right. And let's take a look at his website. Okay, so let's meet John Curtis. During his time in Congress, delivered for Utahns, focus on energy independence, fighting reckless spending in both parties, standing up to communist China's aggression, protecting farms, ranches from overregulation, defending Utah's land from constant pressure of D.C. Elected to Congress, designed and built shooting ranges around the world for law enforcement training. Okay. An elected official to bring the city's budget, in Provo, by more than, looks like, 8%. Yep. So he's, wow. In his spare time, he enjoys skiing, exercising, adding to his extensive sock collection. Okay. But the favorite thing is to hang out with his wife with 41 years and a grandfather to his 17 grandchildren. He's got to be Mormon. Okay, and let's take a look at his issues. Public lands, China, energy, southern border, Utah values, and crypto. That's two crypto. All right, public lands. Transferred more federal land to Utah than anyone else in state history. Protected land access for farmers and ranchers. And in the Senate, continued to protect Utah land from overreach and federal intrusion. Okay. Crypto, business and innovation, key to economic growth, digital assets, crypto, both play an important role. World changes, and this important industry lacks regulatory and tax structure. To be successful is constantly put at a disadvantage. Proud to support these industries in Congress and work hard to secure those in Silicon Valley, throughout Utah, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Let's see. Visited the border 3 times, witnessed the inhumane condition of those who have been falsely promised American dream by the Biden administration. Committed to stopping cartels' deadly flow of fentanyl, human trafficking, and illegal immigrants, and works to secure the border to fix our broken immigration system. All right. So that is John Curtis for Utah. Now we have Caroline Glick, or Glick, or Gluch. Oh, that's weird. Democrat primary for this office on June 25th, 2024 was canceled. That's odd. Her career experience includes working as a professional skier. So she's a snow bunny. Which I guarantee I will prove with the first image on her website. Snow bunny. I don't look like a senator. What the hell does that mean? I've been an underdog my own life, with skeptics questioning my strength and bravery when it comes to scaling the world's tallest mountains. Yet I summited Everest and Cho-Oyo, broken records, defied limits, and now I'll shake things up in the Senate. Utah is all ready for a new generation of leaders. Well, duh. I'm here to be taken up on the challenge and represent the state with truth, optimism, and decency. I mean, is this image better, LGM? let's see what she's all about. Caroline Gleich, moving mountains. Hi, I'm Caroline, and I'm a professional mountain skier, a professional ski mountaineer activist, and candidate for U.S. Senate. Vote for me, I'm pretty. This is like the lady from Hawaii, if everybody remembers that. From, I think, Primer 2. My journey has taken me to the world's highest peaks, seen me testify before Congress on the impact of climate change, and found me championing environmental and social justice issues. Hooray! All right, grew up with 3 brothers and a half-brother. Let's see. Martin died in an avalanche at age 37. That is tragic. Became a professional skier. Went on to climb and ski, yada, yada, yada. We've already done this. I became the first woman and 6th person to finish Andrew McLean's Shooting Gallery, a steep guidebook to 90 of Utah's hardest ski lines. Again, what does that mean you've done beyond skiing? Driven by purpose, passionately protect our environment, using my voice as a platform, crucial issues like climate change, public lands, and more. All right. This is going to be... This is where it's like... Actually, not her just puffing herself up. Magna cum laude, University of Utah in anthropology. Testified before the Senate Special Committee on Climate Crisis. Lobbied in Park City Council to adopt a 100% renewable energy plan. Testified again, organized run to redistrict. Let's see, anti-gerrymandering. Okay, there we go. $100,000 to build Bears Ears Visitor Center. Okay. Worked for Ted Wilson, environmental advisor to Governor Gary Hilbert, working across the aisle. Organized members of the outdoor industry to get the Biden-Harris ticket in 2020. 15 plus years for Protect Our Winters, Athlete Alliance, about climate change. Joined other content creators toward an active NATO aircraft carrier in the Adriatic. Hosted, spoke, and organized rally for clean air, barriers, in Great Salt Lake. Constantly met with elected officials, advocated for mental health awareness and cyberbullying behavior. Destigmatized women's health, fertility, and egg freezing by documenting every step of the process. How does that make you qualified for senator? Featured in a REI documentary, Follow Through. 3-year term in Wasatch County Alliance. Human-powered snow sports experience in the Wasatch. Skied with Senator Martin Heinrich. We went over him recently. Honored as Utah's Clean Energy Climate Champion of the Year. And featured in a short film by the Wilderness Society about roadless areas to stop the development of national forests. Yeah. This is why you don't go in crazy. housing, affordability, economy, jobs, education, child care, supporting caregivers, health care and mental health, veterans, reproductive freedom, foreign policy, technology and digital privacy, protecting democracy. As Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than a generation away from extinction, and right now the future of our democracy is on the line. Extremist attack on our free and fair elections. Elected officials gerrymander voting maps to dilute American voices. Harder to get free people to vote, yada, yada, yada. In the Senate, Caroline will try to pass the Congressional John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Oh, yeah, she is absolutely getting the simp vote. Ban partisan gerrymandering, our future, climate crisis, no shock, Great Salt Lake, outdoor access, public lands. Let's see. Outdoor access literally saved her life, pulling her from mental health and addiction struggles. Yada, yada, yada. Incentivize expansion of parks and other green policies, improve public trails, and encourage responsible, sustainable outdoor recreation practices. Fair. Let's see. Okay. And economy and jobs, believes our economy thrives when we're focused on supporting and strengthening the middle-class families. Utah's next senator, support level playing field, making sure that giant corporations and ultra-wealthy aren't paying taxes at a lower rate than teachers, nurses, and firefighters. So she's brought that hook, line, and sinker. Vote to raise the minimum federal wage. And good-paying jobs, yada, yada, yada. She talks about the climate like a vegan talking about being a vegan. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. I'll let you vote for me. If you just vote for me. It's kind of the look she's got there. And not an unattractive woman. At least she's not really going hard for the simps like the lady from Hawaii. But, man, you know it's a trap. All right, and let's get the spinny going for the I like Gleich. So that I'm guessing that's the proper pronunciation. Oof. Hippie crap t-shirts. Tote bags. But, you know, I will give Gleich one thing. She doesn't have a cringe onesie. All right, so that is Caroline Gleich for Utah Senate. And then we have Carlton Brown, not to be confused with Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Born and raised in Utah. Let's see, served distinction U.S. Air Force from 88 to 94. Multiple awards, yada, yada, yada. Earned degrees in economics and intelligence and imagery analysis. So it doesn't say what his current job is, but sounds like he's a private contractor type. Okay. Your only pro-Trump choice, Carlton, U.S. Senate. All right. So, let's see. Civically involved. Independent candidate. Because incumbent Hatch, been the chair of Senate Judiciary Committee, was putting forth Supreme Court nominees that weren't pro-life. That's how he's done it in the past. Biography. Married for 36 years. 6 kids, 14 grandkids. Born and raised in Utah, also lived in Texas, Virginia, and South Korea. Air Force, degree in economics. Yeah, okay. LDS, platform, traditional freedom, traditional values, traditional money, and pro-Trump. Okie doke. Traditional freedom, founded by people seeking religious and economic freedom. Pilgrims arrived at Plymouth, Massachusetts in 1620. A little late, but at least they arrived. Fleeing religious persecution from Europe. Yeah, but the Pilgrims were not good people. Virginia settlers arrived in 1607, wanting a better economic opportunity. Yep, okay. That's doesn't really tell me where you stand on anything, but traditional values, you know what it means. Simple and basic. In a nutshell, there's only 2 genders, male and female. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Families matter a lot. And ideally, mom and dad married, true and trying. So, traditional money means using gold and silver coin. Free market economics. No corporate welfare. No socialism. No communism. Okay. Double check. Yeah, that takes me right back. Is there a store? No. All right, so that's Carlton Bowen for Senate as an independent. Now we get to the most probably ironically entertaining fellow. Laird Fetzer Hamblin grew up in Roosevelt, Utah, earned a degree in biology. Utah State University, works as illustrator and songwriter for children's music, served as a missionary in South Africa with the LDS, volunteered at NICU for Primary Children's Hospital. So, big-hearted guy, but you'll see why I unfortunately had to giggle a little bit. And he is a write-in candidate, so one of the few. Yeah, this is such gobbledygook. I'm not even going to try to go through some of that. Laird Fetzer Hamlin, already your neighbor, asking to be your senator. He's got a YouTube presence. Very, il looks like a fair trapper, don't you know, monsieur? And, yeah. Please click on bars titles at the top of page. So we will... okay. Yeah, he's illustrator... Family still lives on a small family farm in the Uinta Basin. It's like Utah, past, present. Given, yeah. Okay. I'm honestly, I'm not going through this. This is like a big self-promotion. So, he has inflammatory bowel disease and Crohn's. So, again, seems like one of those big-hearted guys, but I don't know. Just he needs to join Vermin Supreme and the rent's too damn high party guy. Let's see. About guns. Whether as a weapon is a weathered stone, walking stick, firearm, tool of warfare, or the underlying animosity that needs to be addressed. Okay. Again, I sorry, Laird. Go make a more concise website, and then maybe we'll go through it a little more thoroughly. Oh, there's a detailed campaign poster. Okay, that's a cool campaign poster right over there. Healthcare for all, election reform, environmental action, family support, all lives sustained. There. See, was it that hard? Was it that hard? Wait, what? A devil's third? Concluded that 1/3 of the spirit belongs in the realm of the other, always ready and willing to follow devils and despots, tyrants and terrorists, presidents and pundits. That's interesting. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's a curious way of making that a campaign position. Anyway, so that is Laird Fetzer Hamlin for State Senate in Utah. So, because I have a little... Where is that? Maybe it's not queued up. Never mind. Thought I had a little meme for Bernie Sanders. So, we are now moving to Vermont, the other smaller Wisconsin. So, first up, Bernie Sanders. You know him, love him, laugh at him, make memes about him, actually. Sanders was born in Brooklyn, New York, got a BA in political science in the University of Chicago, went to Hamilton College in New York, worked as a carpenter and a journalist, so went from a respectable job to a shit job. Let's see, spent 6 months in a kibbutz in Israel, moved to Vermont in 1968, 1970, ran unsuccessfully for governor twice, U.S. Senate, the Liberty Union Party. Let's see, elected mayor in Burlington, Democrat incumbent during his mayoral tenure, unsuccessful bid for governor, got the House in 90, joined the Senate in 2007. I don't know why I thought he was in there longer. Like one more term. Punted in 2016. Punted in 2020. So, yep. He is a meme unto himself. So, let's take a look at his official campaign website. Not me, us. Oh, look at that. When he was young and was trying to look like Richard Nixon. All right, let's meet Bernie. Like you need to meet Bernie. I mean, he's been bumming around forever. Let's see. Senator from Vermont. Let's see. All right, we've already talked about that. Transform Burlington into one of the most exciting and livable small cities in America. Yeah, progressive taxation. Fought tirelessly, yada, yada, yada. worked across the aisle to bridge Washington's toxic bipartisan divide. Yeah, he has 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and a lot of houses. Oh, let's see. Where is? See, this website sucks because you have to go down to learn to get to the issues. This hasn't been updated. Priorities for the next coronavirus relief package. Emergency response to the pandemic. Green New Deal. Medicare for all. Welcoming safe college for all. Workplace democracy. What? Unions. Expand Social Security. Housing for all. Honoring commitments to veterans. Justice and safety for all. Eliminating medical debt. Oh, Lord. Reinvest in public education. Fair banking for all. HBUCs, MSIs. Tax on extreme wealth, racial justice, high-speed internet for all, free and fair elections. Revitalizing rural America, income equality, responsible foreign policy, women's rights, corporate media, reproductive rights. Hey, Trim. No, we're going through Bernie Sanders, so it is both cringe and disappointment all at the same time. Where was I? Alphabet people fighting disability rights. Powered Puerto Rico. Increased taxes on the rich. On everybody. Gun safety, legalizing marijuana, and empowering tribal nations, real Wall Street reform, fair trade, jobs for all, accountability, and democracy. All right. Repair damage of Hurricanes Irma and Maria to rebuild Puerto Rico. Give the territory debt relief. Hold on a second, please. All right. It's free and fair elections. Restore Voting Rights Act. Overturn Citizens United. End racist voter suppression and partisan gerrymandering. Make Election Day a national holiday. Secure automatic voter registration. Guarantee the right to vote over 18. Reenfranchise those that have been released after conviction. Abolish super PACs. Double union membership. Establish federal protections against firing workers for reasons other than just cause. Provide unions the ability to organize. Sign contract. That's interesting. Deny federal contracts to companies that pay poverty wages, outsource jobs overseas, engage in union busting, which is a good thing, pay CEOs outrageous compensation, and eliminate right to work for less laws. All right. Do we have... Yes, we've got the Bernie Bro Shop. Off we go. The hell? Chicago for all of us? You're running for the Vermont... Oh, gag. Bernie bucket hat. Yep. You pull solidarity out of your mouth. That's anti-communist. Oh, good Lord. Right. Well, that can just bugger off. Thanks, Bernie. Your memes are cringe and you're cringe. That's Bernie Sanders for Vermont. All right. Gerald Malloy, Republican, Vermont. Born in Mass, lives in Perkinsville. From the Army from 1980 to 2006. Well, LGM, when you don't know, you don't know. And yeah, I will definitely say for Bernie, he's always been like that. As far as I can remember in American politics. The big difference is I always gave him credit for being a principled socialist. The problem is the socialist principles are always that kind of like hard slide at some point. Yeah. All right, so Gerald Malloy, Boston, Mass. Army, he's a West Pointer. Got degree at Temple. Business executive. Doesn't really matter what he's been affiliated with, but VFW, American Legion. Moose Elks, NRA, AUSA, AFECA, Vermont GOP, Church of the Annunciation in Ludlow. Catholic. Okay. That'd explain it. So, why does he have a Canadian maple leaf? I know Vermont is also, maple syrup country, but that just, from the outside, it strikes me as odd. All right, let's learn about Malloy. I seek to serve Vermonters, Vermont, and the United States of America. 62, married, have 4 kids. Wow, 23 to 14. There's still a chance I may have kids, folks. Went to West Point, 22 years active duty, 16 years as a defense contractor, successful businessman, graduate certificate, and then Georgetown University, Army Command General Staff College, I think that's Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Constitutional Republic and Democracy. Uh-oh. Let's see. Worked with allies around the world. Oldest of 9 kids. Veteran, VFW, yada, yada, yada. I love Vermont. It's people, outdoors, 4 seasons, history, making Vermont maple syrup. I enjoy being with the family. Well, you ought to. Let's see. Well, he first ran when Senator Leaky Leahy ran. So, all right. Let's look at his issues, positions, what have you. All right. Economy, discipline, fiscal reform, achieving U.S. food, energy, and critical technology independence, education, safety, Constitution, peace on earth, my pledge. Let's see. Defend, protect right of parents. Defend the Constitution, less government, not more. Government for the people, not the people for the government, known as socialism. Little dig at Bernie there. Support a government that provides just enough in order for inalienable rights. Let's see. See America's entrepreneurial spirit waning. Work to rejuvenate it in Congress with our government and legislation to promote business innovation, not stifle it. Visited hundreds of Vermont businesses. Common theme is reduced government regulation. I'll put that in a different... So there is a shop. So deploy Malloy. Who on earth would have a backpack from your politician? Bucket hat. What is this with bucket hats in Vermont? And the skater dress. All right. And a spiral notebook if you really are so inclined. Oh, photo album. I was hoping he dropped a recording or something. That would have been very entertaining. All right. So this is Malloy for Vermont. Republican nomination. And now, Mark Stewart Greenstein from the Epic Party. It's epic, man. Let's see. Born in Hartford, got his bachelor's degree from Dartmouth. Career experience, educator, business owner, and Beth David Synagogue. Okay. Not really much for Mark Stewart Greenstein. Oh, what the hell is this website? All right. Okay, here's about Mark. Wow. Businessman, former lawyer, and educator. During law school, supported himself with teaching prep courses. Felt he could do better for students. Okay. What is... Sorry, I'm getting really distracted by this. It reminds me of MySpace, just without the eloquence. Let's see. Informal public service, government service. None. Uncompromised so far. Yeah, well. Okay. Boycott the woke. Okay. Yeah, that's just... On the issues. Oh. Athletics, budget, civics, crime, education, environment, fair taxation, for business, for children, for families, for seniors, for teens, for the devout, for women, for workers, for young adults, for entertainment. Reviving Connecticut? But you're running for Vermont. You know, yes, I am. Well, I'm trying to mute myself a few more times than not. So, give me a second here. All right. Apparently I'm catching something. What? I don't know. And it really sucks because I've got plans this weekend. Like being on the podcast. You know, he's not a major candidate. So I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm done with this particular candidate. Sorry, Stuart Greenstein. You have a terrible website, and that's something that a lot of third-party candidates. Right. Justin Scoville, the Green Mountain Peace and Justice Party of Vermont. Let's see, born in New Orleans, Louisiana, went to the George Washington University, not just a George Washington University. Graduate degree, George Washington, law degree, Vermont Law Graduate School. It's affiliated with the Young Eco-Socialists. Yeah, this will be fun. All right. Running for Senate, working class and poor Vermonters can vote their values. You know, I've always, well, I'll conclude with that, but yeah. Living wage for all, UBI, Medicare for all, decrease working hours, support children and families, make election days federal holidays, take hoarded wealth from the rich, cut bloated military spending, workplace democracy, workers' rights of first refusal, end big money in politics. Federal government must pass a constitutional amendment overturning Citizens United Supreme Court decision allowing unlimited big money in politics. It must ban private money influencing elections and instead replace it with limited pool of public money for all candidates. Wow, this guy he's smoking it. He's token up, boys. Wow. Let's see. Oh, whoa! Holy crap! He's on the same platform as Cornel West, Melinda Abdullah, and Jane Goodbrand or Band. Whoa, this dude is wildly radical. Because, Trim, they believe that if they can get on the ballot, that they can make their voices heard, that they can get enough coverage. But wow, this is interesting. This is just the party platform, which I'm not going to bother going through. And it's like systemic racism. We seek to dismantle the racism and white supremacy upon which our country was built and other imperialist countries were built. This is fascinating. All right. Well, I'm not going to belabor Justin Scoville for Senate. This might be something that I need to revisit for a presidential one, but honestly, the presidential stuff is always so transparent and it changes from state to state that it's not really worth, because sometimes you get like a state with one candidate from some wacky party. So I'm not going to bother. But the Senate stuff is more interesting and provides longer form content. All right. Steve Barry, Vermont. Independent. Proper independent. Professional experience including minister for several churches, Crown Publishing, Herald Press, ABC CLIO. Don't know what that is. Executive Director at the organization's Make My Straight Global Meeting House Enterprises. And in previous terms, he has been a Vermont House of Representatives member. And by profession, he's clergy. And that's all I have. There's no campaign website, just his personal LinkedIn, which I'm not going to do. Yeah. So there's nothing. Just absolutely nothing on Steve Barry. But he's on the ballot in Vermont, so good for him. All right, now we've got Libertarian Party member Matthew Hill running for Senate. Let's see, he was a member of the Vermont House of Representatives, representing District 2 from 2017 to 2021. Connecticut born, degree in accounting, has a CPA, certified public accountant. Insurance industry and sales representative. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better. And let's take a look at his website. I wonder how shoddy it will be. I'll take bets here for a brief pause. All right, bets are in. Oh, wow. All right, this is like the least bad yeah, this is like the least bad website I've ever seen for a libertarian. Matt Hill, always interested in sports, don't care. Teamwork, sportsmanship became part of his DNA. Let's see, he skied a lot because that's a big deal in Vermont. Worked through college, 30, 40 to hour week. Spent summers as a laborer in a welding shop. Put me in peak physical shape. Has a CPA. CPA in financial rep. Married, real estate market, put a strain on assets, yada, yada, yada. Became a stay-at-home dad. Yep. Oh, had to put middle-class parents. Since that's the thing. All right, let's take a look at his issues. Making himself look down to earth versus Gerald Malloy and Bernie Sanders. U.S. border and illegal immigrants, law enforcement, taxation, universal health care, war in Gaza, war in Ukraine, military, social security, student debt, energy policy, cognitive testing, and term limits. Okay, I got a bite. Ensure government officials and appointees possess necessary cognitive capacity to effectively perform their duties while respecting individual privacy. Oh, this site sucks ass. I went from complimenting him to like, if you got to do all this pop-in crap, screw you. let's take a look at this. Finest healthcare in the world. State-of-the-art facilities. Raising medical expenses. No. I really hate skimping on like the third party kind of candidates, but when I run into websites that make it just about unreadable, I'm just done. So, alrighty. Well, that takes care of our 5. We do have lined up 5 more Senate seats, and we will get this gorillaed in sometime soon. No guarantees, because I am flagging hard, sadly. All right. Well, I would like to thank LGM and Trim for joining, as well as Bobcat, Dave, and anybody else that comes in. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this has been somewhat informative, and even more hopefully, my mute button has worked on all of my little coughing fits. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo this. So, I, again, want to thank everybody. This is kind of an interesting project to do this, especially since Senate seats are some of the most critical but undercovered, because everybody focuses on the presidency, and the Senate is pretty damned important. So, I will catch you all later. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and I will tell you all once I figure out. No, I want to go with this song, not the other, and catch you later. Bleach out.
Standing in the rain with his head held high, couldn't get a balance. It was an ID10 show, but the wrong crowd. He could picture the scene, put his ear to the wall, didn't like the distance scream. He heard one vote, just blew him away. He saw stars in his eyes, and the very next day, bought a box of ballots in a second-hand hall. Didn't know how to sign it, but he knew for sure. He's a ballot box hero.